Dave, what's your dog's name, and good to be out here on a Sunday morning?
Yeah, I have two Cocker Spaniels with me this morning, so it's a bit of a handful, the Colonel and Zoe. Yeah, I can't believe how many people and how many dogs are here this morning. It's great that they get out and support the event.
So when you're calling up your dog, you're yelling the Colonel.
Yeah, it can get a little bit embarrassing at times, and there's quite a few questions around the park where I live, but yeah, I got to name our first dog the Colonel, so I don't know where it come from, but it stuck.
The Colonel, not just Colonel.
Yeah, the Colonel, yeah, on his birth certificate. So.
Hello?
That's not him.
Not the Colonel?
No. Hello.
Right. Okay.
What's that one's name?
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Jesse.
Jesse,
Do you want to write some notes about Jesse?
Chris asked you about yesterday, mate. Obviously not a great performance, but did you take anything away from it?
Yeah, we took away that Hawthorn's a very good football side, and if we don't bring the effort that we need each week and each quarter, we'll get pumped most weeks, to be honest. So.
Ross was pretty scathing of the midfield afterwards. He sort of said, you got annihilated. Do you take a bit of responsibility for that? And you can kind of see where he's coming from.
Yeah, of course. It's it's a full spread. Everyone felt we cut quite deeply after the game yesterday, and it was a very quiet trip home. So yeah, there's obviously going to be an extensive review, and we'll learn a lot out of the game, and hopefully most of all we'll learn how not to replicate it.
What do you need to fix in the midfield, from your opinion?
Oh, there's a lot. There's the chemistry between all the players in there, and the supporting players on the outside needs to improve, and we're battling away each week, and I'd like to think before this week we're slowly getting better, and hopefully this week's just an aberration.
You've pretty much got your best choice midfield in there at the moment, so why isn't that chemistry?
Oh, if you've got the answer, I'd love to hear it. I'm not too sure. I'm not into making excuses or anything like that. We're just, we're not playing well enough at the moment, to be honest.
As a midfield group, you're confident that you've got the stocks, I guess, within the list to get to where Ross wants you to get?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've put some really good passages of football together this year. It's just been a consistency issue, and obviously yesterday was the bottom of the barrel.
Obviously, your own form. You come back now for a few weeks. How's the body feeling?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm probably not getting the output that I'd really like, or that I know I can at this stage, but each week I'm slowly getting better, and my GPS data's coming in fairly good results. So yeah, it's just about the confidence and the consistency we just spoke of.
Have you got full confidence in the leg now? Do you feel like you can really change direction and everything really well, or is it a work in progress?
Yeah, no, it still pulls up a little bit stiff and sore occasionally, but when I'm out there I don't feel it, and yeah, so I've got full confidence in it.
What about yourself and Barlow and Sanders have all missed a big chunk of footy in the past. When you got all three of you together, is that a factor that you're still finding your feet back into the game? Is that something you reckon will happen?
Yeah, potentially, but it's not just about me or Mick or Spide, individually, or us three together. It's there's anywhere up to 14 guys go through the midfield on the weekend. So it's about the collective, and we just got to get better as a group.
What do you say to criticism that you've fled your back line and then you can't get the ball forward?
That's the modern game, I would say. We still strive to have a forward structure that we can kick to, but at the end of the day, it's about defence first, and offence flows naturally from that.
There also seems to be some tension between the captain and the coach at the end of the game. Is there any truth to that, or anything you want to say in relation to that?
Oh, I've no idea what you're talking about in relation to that, to be honest. So.
This week you got the Eagles, and they've got a very good ruck division, just like you guys do in the midfield. How do you counter that this week, do you think?
Well, we got to get back to playing how we like to play. The pressure in and under extracting the footy, we went away from that this week and paid the price. Obviously, West Coast they score heavily from centre bounces, and they've got a really good on-ball division, as you said. So it's going to be a big challenge for us this week.
Probably one of the few teams that has a ruck division that's almost as good as your ruck division. Do you expect it to be a bit less of sharking sandlands all the time and a bit more of trying to work out what they're doing as well?
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully it's a little bit more even in terms of the ruckman going at it. But yeah, as I said, Cox and Nui have had a great year so far this year, and really set them up, and give their midfielders some really great service. So it's going to be a big challenge.
Ross hasn't been part of a derby before, and yourself coming from Victoria. Any advice of what it's like for him?
It obviously gets built up externally and by you guys a fair bit, and the supporters obviously love the rivalry and the competition between us, but as you said, as a Victorian, I've never really bought into it myself, so yeah, I kind of see where Ross is coming from.
I imagine the word effort was used for yesterday. I can't imagine effort would be an issue when you're coming up against West Coast at any point.
Well, yeah, potentially, but we'd like to think that whoever we're playing, we kind of bring that same effort, which we didn't on the weekend. So, you know, it's a great challenge to try and get back to our kind of brand.